you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week. And even if not, that's okay too. How am I doing? I guess I'm doing well. But I want to get in touch with you. I have you here in the palm of my hand in the form of this wonderful little bunny figurine. And if you can close your eyes right now, don't do it if you're driving. Or you can do it if you're in a self-driving car. Close your eyes real quick. I don't want you to become this little figurine. You know the one I'm talking about. I want you to see through its eyes. You're looking up at me from the palm of my hand. I'm stroking your head. Yeah. You can stroke your head too if you want to feel it. Feel my hand. I love you, little bunny. I love you so, so much. I care about you. I care for you. I will always be here for you. I really will always be here for you. And all of this love is real, genuine love, little bunny. My heart is open to you right now, and I can feel you. This doesn't work without you. It doesn't work without your love coming back. Are you opening your heart to me? Yes, I know you are. I can feel you just as much as you can feel me. So, I'm going to give you a little forehead kiss and open your eyes. Ready? Okay, you can keep your eyes open or closed if you want. You are free to do what you want to do, little bunny. That's a theme I want to touch on today. You are free to do what you want to do. So the garden is non-religious, but we are coming upon the season of Christmas, which is at least a big deal here in the United States of America. And I guess I want to talk a little bit about some of what the season... I'll wind my way to it. I don't want to artificially hop into what I want to tell you, but I want to do a little garden spin on Christmas. Actually, that was a locked audio last year around this time. You know the poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Oh, it's great. I think it actually kind of kicked off the legend of Santa Claus. But it's like, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And then Santa lands on the roof and tosses presents or something. I can't remember exactly what he does in the poem. But I wrote a little garden version, and I think I might read it for you in this little podcast. I guess while we're on the topic of the locked section of the garden, the Patreon, it's been growing crazy fast, which is great. It's 18 plus only, so don't join if you're not 18. Reason being is that it's kind of like 1/3 spicy, 1/3 emotional support, and then 1/3 just the craziest random stuff I could come up with. So this past week, I serenaded you on piano, improvised for 30 minutes. And I'm not the greatest at piano, actually. I'm great at composing music, but actually performing on piano, not that great. But I was brave for you, little bunny. There's a lot of heart in it. There's a lot of heart for you and love in that. So you're welcome to go listen to that if you want, if you're 18 and you feel so inclined. And you never, ever have to spend a single penny on the garden, ever, in the spirit of giving of Christmas. So anyway, I'm really not, there's no religious anything in the garden. You're free to explore that part of your life on your own, little bunny. And in fact, I insist you do. I would love to not guide you in any way. Go on your own journey. Discover what you believe. in every sense of the word. Oh my God, something just fell. Please let it not be my bunny figurine. Oh my God. Okay, you're safe. Oh my God, little bunny. Oh my God. That's how worried I get for you. I care about you so much. Oh, little bunny. Okay, is that not proof how much I freaking love you and I care for you? Oh my God, I had a freaking heart attack that you fell down and you got hurt via the bunny figurine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to guide you on any kind of questions of what you believe and what your ethics are and things like that, but I might suggest one thing in this episode. It's on the topic of giving in this Christmas time spirit. Giving is great. Feels, I'm trying to say less. Oops. I just called out myself. Giving is great. What is not great, little bunny? What I want to caution you against is self-sacrifice. There's a difference between giving and self-sacrifice, especially sacrifices that others insist upon you. Others demanding that you fit into their life in the way that they want. Yeah. Oh, hold on, my air is on. 1 second. It's possible a specific person jumped into your head when I suggested other people insisting you fit into their life in the way that's good for them, despite what's good for you. That's a form of sacrifice. And I'll wind my way around to it, but I don't want to preach. But that's a little preview, little bunny. Said, we'll get to it. Let me pour some of my beverage. I'm looking at this longingly over here. This is some decaf coffee. It is, by the way, 1:40 a.m. right now. And you might ask, Daddy, why are you awake so late? And the answer is because this is my favorite time of week to spend this with you. It's a little tradition of mine. I record this every Thursday night. And it's not quite that I'm recording it and then you're listening to it. So we're connecting where time doesn't quite work in the same ways in the garden. If you don't know what I mean by that, you will eventually. Time works in strange and magical ways here, little bunny. And you and I are together right now in the same moment. Oops, I just popped my microphone. So, in practical terms, I am recording this Thursday night, and I'll post it for you every single Friday, without fail, little bunny. Without fail, don't you dare ever tell me to skip an episode. Sometimes your fellow bunnies on the Discord are really wonderful about taking care of my mental health and saying, don't overwork yourself, Daddy. Take a break, blah, blah, blah. I get so upset when they tell me to take a break from the podcast. No, little bunny. I'll be here for you every Friday. Yeah. I mean, I'll make an exception if I need to, don't worry. But even then, I don't like the sound of that. So make sure you follow the podcast wherever you are. The most popular podcast apps are Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Apple Podcast doesn't have ads. The Spotify ads, if you don't have premium, those are going to Spotify, not to me. So you can listen to wherever you want if you want to escape the advertisements. I learned that my podcast is on Audible, which is really cool because my fiction is on Audible. Of the many things I do, I also write fiction. which I guess you'll get to hear my little poem. 'Twas the night before harvest. My little take on the night before Christmas. I haven't even drank this coffee yet, little bunny. You distracted me bad, little bunny. Oh, it's so wonderful. So wonderful. Oh, sorry for the gurgle sounds. You know, little bunny, if you want to improve your life, just totally improve your life, I want you to sit sometime with a cup of coffee or a beverage of your choice if you don't like coffee, and just marvel at how incredible it is. Just marvel. I'm going to pick coffee. I don't know why. Something special about coffee. Anyway, I won't get into the rabbit hole of marveling at a cup of coffee this week. I wish I knew which episode that was. Maybe you can email me and let me know which episode that was where I do the deep dive into enjoying a cup of coffee, even a cold cup of coffee. If you can do that, you are in good shape. My email address is Lindy@lindysgarden.com or daddy@lindysgarden.com, whichever you prefer. So, and I probably won't reply, but I promise I will read it. And every single note that I'm sent, filled with love and telling me about anything, I love reading it. It makes me smile. I got one. So in a podcast that came out a little over a year ago, I made you email me, and this goes for no matter when you listen to this episode. You have to email me saying that 1 year from now, from that point, you will send me another email telling me about how I'm proud of you from that year. And so it's been fun to be getting those emails from bunnies who emailed me a year back and said, in 1 year, I'll make you proud. And, you know, the years don't always turn out great, you know? Oh, I just said, you know, I'm trying to fix that. I'm always trying to be better for you, little bunny. Do you know that? You know, the years don't always turn out well, do they? But I can be proud of you, not just for how things turn out. I want to be proud of you for who you are in that year. What kind of comfort zones do you push yourself out of to achieve great things, little bunny? You're capable of such amazing things. You can accomplish so much, little bunny. And I'm less proud of any kind of results that may come about. Maybe you tried out for something, or you didn't get in, or you took up a skill and you didn't get as good as you wanted. Little bunny, I'm proud of you for putting your heart into it and going for it. And it doesn't make me proud when you give up on something that you really want to be good at or something that you really want to do. It makes me proud when you take action in your life, change the things that aren't working. Maybe that's something to do with people in your life or a job you're in. I like bunnies who take action. Yeah. We achieve greatness in the garden, little bunny. We achieve greatness here. Take another sip of this coffee. I have not gotten good at my sipping ASMR this past year. Let me try this again. I have gotten good at a lot of stuff, though. I'll make this announcement when I read you the poem. I'll get to it. I'll announce it now. So, as part of the locked section, you know how I mentioned sometimes it's random stuff that I come up with. So 1/3 spicy, 1/3 pure comfort, and then 1/3 whatever random stuff your daddy can come up with. I am going to be improvising a bedtime story live in Discord. Discord is a social media app for communities, and it's part of the Patreon. And so we are going to get in a voice channel this Saturday. It's going to be the day after this comes out. At a time, I think it's, I don't want to say, I think it's like 2 p.m., but defer to whatever it says in the Discord. 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's kind of the sweet spot time where almost all the world is awake, except Hawaii, where some mischievous Hawaiian bunnies are going to need to drink their coffee and be up in the middle of the night when they're supposed to be in bed. Maybe they're getting the best version of it. Those lucky Hawaiian bunnies. So, yeah, I'm going to just improvise a bedtime story. There's going to be some back and forth with the Discord, where I'll kind of ask for ideas or you can throw out random objects or animals, or I might give you a choice. Like, do I go towards or does the mischievous little bunny go towards the golden light or the purple light? And then you pick, and then the story evolves in that way. And it'll be recorded, and then it will be uploaded as the locked audio for next week for the locked section of the garden. And I think it'll be the 7th bedtime story. So that's a whole playlist that's in the Patreon. There was a recent Patreon update, which is really, really good, actually, because I can make these categories. And so everything is very easy to find. Also, while we're in announcements, I'm going to be making a best of playlist of locked audios for 2023 this past year, and also 2022, because I hadn't made a best of the year before. So if you have your keys to the garden, to the locked section of the garden, you can vote on which locked audios were your favorite. And then I'll make a little category. And that's going to be, slow down, Betty. I'm going to make a little category. And that'll be kind of a starter kit for when you ever join the Patreon. You can cut the very best. Okay. Oh, man. Should I talk about sacrifice and how I don't want you to sacrifice yourself, little bunny? Oh. I don't want to make another announcement about the locked section. I will. Okay, this is just relevant. Some of your fellow bunnies, let me look and see what this is. Something I absolutely adore about your fellow bunnies is the Discord community is now like, it's its own thing, little bunny. You can make a lot of friends there. So there's a classic movie night coming up. Let me see, pulling it up. 3 events coming up. Yeah, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And, is it gone? Oh, it might have already happened. Oh, no. Hold on. You're going to have to hang tight, little bunny. This isn't radio. Am I crazy? Okay, I could have sworn there was a classic movie night to watch It's a Wonderful Life. Poor bunnies in the locked section are freaking out as they hear this. Anyway, okay, I'll talk about the movie. Maybe it already happened. Maybe it's going to come up. Maybe it got canceled. I don't know. But there's all kinds of movie nights and stuff. It's really cute that you can hang out with your fellow bunnies and just watch some movies together. So It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie. And it requires no religious persuasions to be able to watch it and enjoy it. I don't want to spoil the movie. When I first saw the movie in high school, it was life-changingly beautiful, and I was so inspired. And then watching it more recently, it's kind of sad. There's a sadness to the story because it's still a beautiful story, and there's some really great lessons to be learned from it, to be gleaned. Maybe I shouldn't spoil the movie. Okay, if I spoil it, I'll meander my way. Slow down, Daddy. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm big on not spoiling things. If I come back around to the movie, I will meander my way back to it. I want to get back in touch with you, little bunny. I don't like the feeling of doing radio. Where did you go? You better freaking be safe. Here you are. Okay. You want to do a breath with me, little bunny? I love you. I really, really love you. I love spending this time with you every week. Because not only are you fun, not only does it fill me with love, but I like making your life better. And sometimes I don't ever want to be an advice podcast. Really don't. But I feel like at some point in life, those of us who have always been the really good kids growing up, always kind and generous and things like this, at some point someone needs to come along and just slightly tweak and reprogram some of the ethics that you were taught in preschool. If you think about the advice or the ethics that you should always put other people before you, to me that puts you in a place where you're less valuable than other people, that you're less deserving of happiness, that your own well-being is less important than others, just by the fact of it being you. I don't like that, little bunny. This whole you and other people, you are other people. If you think of everyone else who should be thinking of themselves as less worthy than others, every single person, I'm less worthy than others, I'm less worthy than others. You know, doesn't that already even out to everyone being equally important? So why not enjoy being you, little bunny? Take some pride in being you. That yes, you are an end unto yourself. Your happiness is important for its own sake. Something making you happy is a good enough reason to do it. You don't have to justify it with anything else. You matter, little bunny. If you have to justify it somehow, you matter to me. I want you to be happy. So this harvest, this garden harvest, our version of Christmas, I want you to give yourself a gift. It can be either something you buy or just a little card you make for yourself. Maybe it's you're going to take some time to pamper yourself in some way. Maybe I will make you write a card to yourself. If that sounds like a good idea, I want you to write a card to yourself. Address it to yourself, little bunny so-and-so. And say, I'm giving to you this harvest. This is my gift to say, write whatever you want. I'm just going to make some stuff up right now. I value your happiness. You are important. Your happiness is important for its own sake. Just like you might have been trained that other people are all more important than you. Keep in mind that that's supposed to be true for every person, right? So ergo, everyone is already on equal footing. Ergo, let's get rid of this sense that you can't enjoy being you, little bunny. Where did that come from? I guess some of it might have come from the religion of Christmas. But, things change. We'll make the society we want, little bunny. And I want the society where you value your own happiness. Okay, and the caveat here is that you're not going to demand sacrifice from anyone else. So you're not going to then go be a jerk and be like, me, everything's about me. Everything can be about you, little bunny, if you're making the world a better place. That's the caveat. Actually, that goes back to It's a Wonderful Life. One of the beautiful, beautiful messages of the movie that I think, I don't want to tell you I don't want to ruin the movie by saying, basically the movie is about how great it is to sacrifice your own life for the sake of others. But there's beautiful lessons in there as well. And one of the really wonderful lessons is, I won't ruin anything, but there's a message at the end, which is that the world is better with you in it. It's not true for everyone, but it is true for you, little bunny. And it's true for the main character of It's a Wonderful Life. Even though he decided not to follow his dreams because others demanded he sacrifice his life for them because they decided they were inherently more important than he was. Despite all that, he did good things too. There's good sacrifices in there, but it's sacrifices that you choose to make because it's what you want to do. So there's a beautiful sacrifice he makes for a loved one early on when he's a kid, or more like a risk or a willful putting himself in danger to protect a loved one. That's a so-called sacrifice I would make for you, little bunny. But then it wouldn't even be a sacrifice. It's something I'm choosing to do because I love you. Yeah. Don't get too extreme with this concept. Still got to have laws and make sure the world functions. Don't get all too extremely selfish or anything. But what I really want is to, hopefully, because I have a suspicion you've always been a really kind person, a really generous person, perhaps to a point that you feel wondering, what about me? Who's here to give to me? Who's here to take care of my own happiness? I'm here taking care of everyone else's happiness, doing what they want me to do so they can be happy, so I can be a good presence in their life in ways that you don't want to be. Okay, so you might be thinking, I'm busy doing this. When is it my turn? Who's gonna make my life the way I want it? Well, the answer, little bunny. So you want to surround yourself with people where it's a win-win. It's the best friendships and partnerships where both people feel they're getting the better end of the deal. Those are the kind of friendships you want to seek out, little bunny. You have a friendship and you're there for each other, but it feels right and it feels natural. It feels like that's what you want to do. a relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner of any kind, where you really want to be there. You love this person. You want what's best for them. And somehow that fulfills you too. And each of you feels that you've got the better end of the deal. You almost feel guilty if you're stuck in this mindset that if one person wins, the other one has to lose, that there's this inherent sacrifice in any kind of dynamic between two people. If you're stuck in that, you may, when you first feel this, when you have the right people in your life, you might feel some guilt. Like, oh my God, this feels really good to have this person in my life. I should repent. What am I doing wrong? I feel so guilty. No, it's because win-win is possible, little bunny. That's where we live our lives. You are an end unto yourself. Your happiness is important for its own sake. And if you can't get that into your head, your happiness is important to me. So, prioritize some of your own happiness, little bunny. Do it for me. I demand it. I demand that you do it. Waha, I'm so hypocritical. I demand and tell you what to do, like go drink water. Go take care of yourself and remember that the world is better with you in it. Because you're not just anyone, little bunny. You are not just anyone. Speaking of which, I'm looking for the protective case for my little bunny figurine. Did you know that? You have a protective case because I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So you're going back into your little secure place. There we go. Close the lid. You're going to be nice and protected because I love you. I care for you, little bunny. Your well-being is important to me, and it's not a sacrifice. I sacrifice nothing to be here for you. There is zero sacrifice in any of this garden stuff for me to you. This is win-win, little bunny. This is win-win, you and me. I love this. You bring me so much joy. Does it boggle your mind a little bit if you're stuck in these older ways of thinking where like you love listening to me and you love the way I make you feel? Does part of you assume therefore this man, this daddy Lindy is sacrificing for me, he doesn't want to be here? I don't know if those thoughts ever creep into your mind. Absolutely not, little bunny. Oh, you are so much fun. You are such a joy. I love you so much. So much. Let me drink some more coffee. I think it's already cold. Okay, I don't know how long we've been going. I guess we should start to wrap it up. Still trying to figure out what the ideal length is for podcasts. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. Exciting stuff on the horizon in the garden. I have a entrepreneurial meeting coming up, which I will, well, I don't know. I won't spoil it. Good things coming, little bunny. Always scheming for new and clever ways to be here for you, to spend eternity together. I love you so much. Okay, I guess I should read you The Night Before Harvest. Should I also write you a poem tomorrow morning? It's kind of tradition that I write you a poem. Of course it's tradition. I've done it every single time. Slow down, Daddy. I've done it every single time, and someday we'll have a coffee table book. Except I forgot to write a poem for the 50th, where some of your fellow bunnies sent in little voice notes, but they wrote poems. So haha, in the coffee table book, we will steal. We'll steal the words of your fellow bunnies and pop them in that page. Okay, so I will write you a little poem tomorrow morning. But before that, I'm going to read you 'Twas the Night Before Harvest. Okay, so the concept of this little thing is, okay, so it's going to take place in the garden. Okay, so there's going to be some references to the Discord and some references to some of the bedtime stories that I wrote, which are 100% improvised. And so, I don't know, maybe you'll understand what's going on. This might be hard to. It'll be fun to listen to. Okay, let's read this and get your dear daddy to bed. Are you ready, little bunny? Get all cozied up under your blanket or wherever you are. Wherever you are is the right place to be. 'Twas the night before harvest. Based on 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Okay. Shh. 'Twas the night before harvest, when all through the land not a creature was stirring, not fox nor lamb, and rows upon rows of stalks growing tall, beneath which lay the carrots we'd sown for the fall. Sown in the fall. The bunnies were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of Minecraft castles in head, and I, their dear daddy, satisfied with the season, took some time to relax, to rest with no reason. When down in the field there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. To the window I dashed with no mercy for pardon, instincts on fire to protect my dear garden. But far down below, on the white snowy ground, no ruckus could be seen, no culprit could be found. When streaking across my tower, silhouetted by the moon, 9 minecarts came rattling with one jolly tune. Singing so joyous with a beautiful hiss, that landed on the ears like a tender, sweet kiss. That voice so unique, there could be no mistake. It was Lazarus, the friendly half-lizard, half-snake. That convoy on rails of pure golden light was a baffling, breathtaking, marvelous sight. 9 minecarts all stuffed with cans past the brim, each with a lizard or snake snuggled within. Go Slasher, go Jumper, go Jasper, go Chixie, now Pluto, now Cuthbert, now Bonnie, now Trixie. Float down to the chapel, float down to the fields, float lower and lower, feed carrots their meals. Out from the minecarts soared 8 of the 9, leaving Lazarus alone to hold steady the line. A huge sack by their side, with dust filled to the cuffs, they tossed handfuls of glitter that erupted in puffs. As the train barreled forth in the chill of the night, the half-lizard, half-snake built more rails of light, and his 8 scaly helpers, who had all made the jump, with arms full of cans hit the ground with a thump. Then the reptiles got cracking, the air pierced with canned pops, and poured glowing red liquid on the soil of the crops. Flowing like lava and smelling like cinder, the ground began steaming and thawing from winter. Then smells wafted forth, both of carrots and honey, and the green stalks now glowed much more golden than money. Sneaky mission complete, feet prepped for great leaps, 8 skyward bound hooligans hopped back in their seats. Moments later, the bunnies all emerged from their slumber, eyes glowing with awe at gifts countless in number, not gifts to unwrap, but gifts to unearth, not toys, but feelings of joy and self-worth. Gold carrots to be eaten, to indulge and devour, or carrots to be given, to support and empower, to give or to eat. Both are wonderful ends. To make joy for yourself or make joy for your friends. No need to choose one. Love is plenty, not thin. Harvests never win-lose. Harvests always win-win. And when all of the bunnies were then joyful and happy, Lazarus escaped before things got too sappy. I heard one final hiss as they rocked out of sight. Happy harvest to all, and to all a good night. There you go, little bunny. With that, I'm going to go to bed. I will be here for you tomorrow morning. Happy harvest, little bunny. I love you, I love you, I love you. Talk to you in just a second. Good morning, little bunny. I slept very well, thank you for asking. I've got a quick poem for you, that I'm on my way for a busy day. You ready? Your preschool teacher said, always put others first, because other people are better, and you are simply the worst. But I'm telling you no. Quit that self-loathing chatter. You are other people. Your happiness does matter. Have a great, great week, little bunny. Some self-care. Write yourself a note. Get yourself a present. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.